Yeah, no, disappointed we didn't get 2 wins this past week, and I think they were there. Western Illinois did some good things, especially on the first night, and they got a win. And on the second night, we had our chances and didn't capitalize. And it's been a very long season. It's been a tough season. It's been a frustrating season. But the one thing that we're asking of our team is that they just keep battling. And I think you've noticed that the past 2 weekends in that, we might not play our best the first night, but they're still coming out the second night and they're doing what they need to do. And, they're being competitive, and we're a couple points here and there from pulling out a win. So it'll be nice to be back home. It'll be nice to play in front of everybody again. We've got senior night this weekend for our 2 seniors with Sarah and Taylor. So really excited for them to just be in front of the home fans one more time. But we're going to get into practice this week, and we're going to do what we can with what we have. And just excited to see the team head into this last weekend and see the progress that we made from the first time we played that team at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, Coach, what did you find there with Sophia that worked, and what's her kind of progression been like here?
Yeah, so when Sophia came here, we redshirted her last year. She has some good physical skills, but she needed to learn how to play the game. And it's been a good, steady progression for her. And I think this past weekend, and she was sick the weekend before and didn't even make the trip, she just brings a dynamic of just, hey, I'm going to hit the ball heavy. She hits the heaviest ball on our team from the outside position, and it's a lot tougher to play defense against a heavy ball. And if you play, volleyball, it just feels like a brick when you hit your arms from her swings. So she's done a good job just progressing and learning, hey, I don't have to hit the ball hard all the time. And so when you combine her in system and hitting the ball hard, and she's learned to keep the ball in play a little bit more out of system, she's been making those progressions, and this weekend showed. So really proud of her to come in and do that, and essentially what was her first real competitive action over an extended period of time. So I'm excited to see what she does this upcoming weekend as well.
Do you feel like you found a new weapon, or is some of it a matchup deal there with Western Illinois?
No, I absolutely think we did find a new weapon. Sophia is going to be able to do some things that are just going to help us, and so we're just going to unleash her on the left and let her swing away, and the rest of the team will help out in other areas. And so she's going to do some really good things in that position, and I'm really excited to see what she does against a little bit stronger team, but I think she's still going to be really effective with the way that she's going to be able to attack that ball.
What are you seeing out of the North Dakota State matchup? How have they maybe changed any from when you saw them earlier in the year?
Yeah, no, they're stronger on the pins, I think, than they were earlier in the year. They've got a freshman that's pretty solid and has been putting up some good numbers. And so I think we're going to have to clamp down on that a little bit more. I think our middle matchup's still pretty good with them. Lexi obviously is the same. Alexa will now be playing middle, which she wasn't against them the first time. So I think we can still do some good things in the middle. But it'll be slowing down their outsides and being able for us to pass and get into systems. So if we can do that, it'll be a competitive match. But they're a good team. They play some good defense, and they're well coached. So, but I think both teams are very different now than where they were at the beginning of the year. So it'll be almost like a brand new matchup again. Good question, Tom.
You briefly touched on it with your senior class. Just if you want to talk about those 2 girls and what they've been through this year, obviously not an ideal senior year for them, but just the perseverance that they've shown playing now into March, and they're still playing volleyball.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, I'll just talk about Taylor first. Taylor's been here for 4 years, and not only has she been, a 4-year letterman, she's going to graduate with an engineering degree, which is absolutely phenomenal. I'm super excited to see what she does when she leaves here, because I think she's going to be successful in whatever direction that degree takes her forward. And she's just a phenomenal person to be around. And yeah, she's had a very up and down 4 years. Starting out really successful teams. Under Mark, previous head coach, then we had a coaching change, and the last couple years haven't been what she wanted it to be. But that hasn't stopped her from leading by example, leading off the court, and doing all the things we asked her to do. And I think she's done everything I've asked her to do. I'm super, super proud of how she's handled this year. Sarah, being a junior college transfer, she came into a situation where, she committed here, and then before she ever stepped foot on campus, there was another coaching change. And so she has handled that extremely well, understanding, hey, this is what I came here to do. I came here, to play volleyball, get my degree. She's going to get her degree in May. Super excited for her as well. And she's going to have some opportunities when she leaves here to potentially continue playing. And but she has also done a really good job on coming in and coming into a brand new environment, because junior college is very different than Division I. Coming into a very new environment and understand and learning, hey, this is what it takes to be successful, and understanding what she needs to do. And so she's worked. She has never kind of had that. She's never kind of taken that it's too tough for me, I don't want to do it mentality. She's always kept battling and pushing through. And especially this year, when our first practice was like August 9th, it's been a long year, and it's tough to stay sharp mentally. And both of them have done a good job as seniors on leading and doing what we asked them to do. So I'm proud of both of them, and I'm excited for them to get to play in front of family and friends on Friday and Saturday night.